simplemente es. Te llenaré, toma de mí. Aquí está lo que quieres ver. Ven, siénteme. Reconoce el amor en medio de la noche, en medio de la noche. Mencióname, me entregaré en medio de la noche, en medio de la noche. Estoy despierta, nena. ¿Dónde está la luz? Hasta el otro día. Obtengo lo que es de mí, obtienes lo tuyo. En medio de la noche, en medio de la noche. El fuego arde, las olas se rompen, levántame como un huracán. Te cautivé, te hipnoticé, siente el poder, pero esa soy yo. Ven, siéntame, reconozco el amor en medio de la noche, en medio de la noche.
Hello, and welcome to Gehenna Gaming, where we tell dark stories and support inclusivity in gaming. I am Dusty. I use they, he pronouns. I'm going to be your MC for the game. And tonight, we are playing Pasión de las Pasiones, in Fear and Love, a game of deceit and drama, and you're basically on a telenovela. And this game, very meta, you heard me last time, we are playing a game about being on the set of a telenovela. And it's just so spicy, so juicy. It's better than Ugly Betty, promise me. And as far as content warnings for this one, there's going to be the per usual heavy themes of betrayal, some violence, some slight manipulation from certain characters, maybe some blood or gore. Maybe we'll see where it goes. But no, that's enough about me. Let me introduce our lovely cast. First, let's go to Juni.
How's it going? I'm Juni Ruiz. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a very nerdy dad, and I am playing, oh, sweet Jiminy Crickets when you forget the character's name. Oh my God. Don Sebastian. Oh my God, is that my name? Yo, I had to go, like, because I'm forgetting the character's name and the character he's playing. This is meta. I'm like in Inception with this character. I'm deep in the sauce. But I'm playing Don Sebastian. At least that's what I believe that's the case. We'll do this over. Nobody will see this.
And then we're going to go to Alyssa.
Hello. My name is Alyssa, at A Disaster Queer. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Ramira Reyes, who is vengeance in this tale.
And Hector.
Hi, I am Hector at Keiichi Okami. I'm playing the character Marcel Carlos Salgado. He, him pronouns. My pronouns are he, they. And he is La Bella, the beauty.
And last but certainly not least, Kristina.
Hi, I'm Kristina. I use any pronouns, and today I'll be playing Julian Soto, who uses he, they pronouns, are La Empleada.
Wonderful. And just before we get into the game, just want to thank our sponsors, Die Hard Dice, 1985 Games, and Session Zero Clothing. Use code Gehenna at checkout to any of these TTRPG companies. Get 10% off on your purchase. Great. Well, now that we're going to get into the game, we're going to start how you start most sessions of Pasión de las Pasiones with last time on, just like as you see watching the telenovela. Why don't we go in reverse order? So, Kristina, let's start with you. What did Kristina / Julian do last time on?
Sure. So this last time on is a flashback to a time I think you see a very young Julian. And the one I chose was you hid something where it will hopefully be safe. And you see Julian with his brother. And his brother has a gun. And you see Julian, this young, wide-eyed, nerdy kid with his big Coke bottle glasses, and it's just like, brother, I'll take it. No one will know. I'll hide it so good. I'm not involved, but you could go to prison for this. You need to cover your ass, and I'm gonna help you do it. And he's gonna get in his beater of a car and drive off into the night.
And as the car turns the corner, the headlights shine into the screen, and then we move into Marcel. What did Marcel do last time on?
Okay. So Marcel, last time, you fell into the arms of a lover of lower station. And with Kristina's permission, I would like it to be an extended love scene. Like, we got a snippet of the two of them, like reconnecting at close to the end of the last episode. But I want to go back to the trailer, and like, it gives that extra thing the audience wants to see. The camera lingers. There's like a soft filter over it. For some reason, even though it's inside of a trailer, the lighting, it's just perfect. So that's what I want the last time on to be. The wind is blowing. Are those scented candles? Why are they scented candles in here?
Yeah, they are midnight snow scented candles. It's because that's the only candles that are on site per request of Samuel.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
You could say. And as the camera is panning around you, as you are both having this soft moment, it's going to zoom out, and we're actually going to go to Juni / Don Sebastian.
So, if this is like montagey from the love scene, I'd imagine like it's still, you can't hear us, but it would be a staff production meeting. Where it's like all hands on deck, producers, script writers, everybody at some point there, and it's Don Sebastian's in the middle, in his casual suit, and he's just you can't hear what he's saying, but you can tell it's probably not his job as an actor, but he's still kind of like giving everybody like a talk, trying to get everybody through this. And the thing I chose was, you comforted someone in their time of need and meant it. And for me, that someone is the staff in general. This show won't work without everybody. So it's you, without knowing the exact words, you can tell that everybody's just like either sitting on the ground or sitting at tables or just sitting in the back of the room, and they're like, and afterwards, clapping people on the shoulders and going off into the shadows, lighting a cigar, and just taking, like, as it's panning away, it's just one drag and just staring up, and the smoke goes up, camera can go up into the next scene, and he's just stressed.
And I think, yeah, as the camera follows the cigar smoke, and as it dissipates, we find Ramira. Where is Ramira, and what are they doing last time?
So the camera dissipates into the smoke, but it's just a different angle of this staff meeting. And we see Ramira in the back corner of the room, sort of partially veiled in shadows. But we get a close-up on her fists where like her bright red nails are just like digging into her palms. And she looks in the camera and she says, Don Sebastian believes this show is so great. He loves this so much. I'm going to destroy it, and I'm going to destroy him.
And there is just a dramatic like screen wipe as we get into the intro credits of In Fear and Love.
Good thing I was muted because I reacted hard. I was like, we're breaking the wall now? This is what we're doing? I didn't know that was an option.
It's always an option to all of us.
We're having a good time.
We're having a
figuring it out.
wonderful time. Before I get into like what I'm gonna script y'all script. Was there anything that y'all wanted to do at the beginning of this session? Anything you wanted to get to? Things that you didn't get to do last time, or things you want to do because of last time? We are picking up about a week later, but we have that week between after there was the body found on set.
Did I have any sort of progress or anything new with that email situation? Did I find out that it was deleted or just get caught up? Maybe it was lost, something happened, but like, did anything come of that? Any new information?
I had something in mind. We could definitely do that between if you'd like. We could jump into that.
Sure. Whatever. Yeah. However, I'm just curious. It's just like, oh yeah, I'll send you the email later, and it's just like, now I'll know. So you don't have to jump into it now, but before I forget.
No, so I would say I think the last time you saw when you were still paying attention to it, the last guy message like, "Did you get my last email?" And maybe we got through that, and we are maybe 3 or 4 days after last episode, and everyone is still back on set. Things are kind of shaky. They're not back to filming yet because there's some like protocols you have to do, like make sure you got all the legal stuff out of the way. But as
it's insurance nightmare.
Insurance a whole nightmare. And like the unions are here, like want to make sure it wasn't like intentional, all that stuff. And you are sitting in your trailer and doing whatever, relaxing before set, looking at your lines, what have you, and you hear like a rhythmic familiar knock at your door.
I wait the customary important time, the time that makes it seem like I'm doing something important. I'm not, but there's this, I've learned that you put whatever you're doing down and count to a number, whatever feels right. The number's never the same. It's whatever feels right then. And this time it's 12. And I count, and then I get up and slowly walk over and answer the door.
As you open the door, you see a familiar face. This is a large built man, and he's wearing a well-tailored suit, buttoned up, done correctly. Nothing is out of place. And from like, it's a blue suit, white, like button-up shirt under it, and you see some like tattoos peeking out from the collarbone up. You see, if you turn his head, he has like tattoos from the neck down. Balding head, well, not balding, bald head, shaved clean, and you recognize in front of you is Kristina, the person who does a lot of scouting and financial work for the situation, and the person that was emailing you. And he's like, "You long enough, Sebastian? Can I go in?"
I do a lot of important things. Yeah. And wave him in.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna come in and go ahead and wait. Go ahead, Hector. Don't have to worry. Sorry. He's gonna come in and like sit in one of your chairs / one of the couches. You have one of the nicest, dressing rooms in the thing, so it's well built. And he's gonna sit down and look at you. Is like, I know it's been a shit show lately, but like, did you get my last email?
I got the one telling me about the asking me if I got the last email, and I will show him just full blown because proof is in the pudding, and it might seem old, but it'll be like this is it, and just demonstrating I don't have whatever one is missing, and this is the last I heard or whatever. Yeah, more just showing than trying to talk it out.
He's kind of like looking at your screen, and he just makes motions like, "May I see your phone?"
Yeah, I'll give it to
Yeah,
him.
he's like, and he goes through it, and he's like scrolling. It's like he like opens up and looks at the archived, not there either, and just, I mean, never had this problem before, but it's not in there for whatever reason. I mean, it was just business, asking like what you wanted on set, your special request, like you wanted any more cigars, any more of that fancy pinche whiskey you get from fucking like Puerto Rico.
I'm gonna ignore the tone that you used as you were saying that. You sent it.
I mean, yeah. And he pulls out his phone and shows actually, like the email shows sent.
I will grab my phone and I will hit the speed dial to get Epifanio, my little assistant person, and I will whisper into him, and it'll be entirely too short, but in the most concise way possible. I will just send him on the task. Find out if anybody messed with my phone, and if that means he'll know that if he has to check surveillance footage, or if he has to ask around and see if anybody saw anything, I'm just gonna, in the fewest number of words possible, send my helper man to go just do some digging in the background. And so what Cristobal will see, he'll see me lean in very quickly, say something, and then Epifanio will just slink away. And I'll sit down. All the chairs are always strategically placed where I can always, no matter where anybody's sitting, I will always be in a power stance. And I'll just lean forward, and it's just like, all right, Mira, what do you need from me? And then I'll just, whatever business had to be conducted, and I'm just gonna, any weirdness of it, I'm gonna just pretend it didn't happen and just try to go about, all right, what needed to be done, what was in the email, and just try to, unless he has anything that is more standout or more pressing, just try to be done with that and go forward, and it's being taken care of.
Okay. Yeah, I think Chris was like, okay, I'll get this stuff to you. Just, we'll see how this week goes. It's been, a little crazy. Just like, look, just trying to make it to retirement, okay?
I nod, but I say nothing. Just a heavy sigh.
And he's going to leave your trailer and walk through set. The camera kind of zooms out, but as it zooms out, you see him going to the more businessy offices where the higher ups are. We'll get to it.
I just realized that the way I phrased my thing, it was a move. My move is tell Epifanio. And when I ask someone to meet you over the phone or through an intermediary, roll the questions. So I have to ask the question, do I know about their past? I don't, because I don't know who messed with my phone. And have I been intimate before with them? No, because I don't know who it was. So whether or not I was, no. But I don't know if it's just that's a background thing that I'll roll when the time comes, or I would do it now. But basically, whoever it is, I'm going to meet with them. So
why don't you roll with me now? But we are not going to resolve this yet. But I do
it's fair.
want
Totally
your
fair.
number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm adding. Am I keeping? Oh, but my main question is, am I keeping my hands clean? Damn right I am. Epifanio's doing that shit. I'm not. I'm good. So I can at least add one. I can't add all the other stuff. Not well, all right. 4, 5, 6. So 7. And on a hit, is it a hit?
So 7 to 9 is a hit. Yes.
Okay. So on a 7 and 9, I can set a stipulation of the meeting,
And
and
then
they would agree to meet with me.
but also on a 7 to 9, you can each set a stipulation.
Oh, there we go. That's
So
what it is. That's
whenever this happens, you each set a stipulation.
correct.
But again, we'll
To
resolve
discuss
this.
things in good faith. That's what
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's just want to see what's what.
Mhm,
Just
mhm.
just an old man. I was criticized because apparently my old man voice isn't old enough. My wife makes fun of me when she heard me. She's like, "You don't sound old enough." Oh, I need to take out my teeth. That's what I need to do.
Nope.
You are
Please,
a
no.
well-trained actor. You don't need to
is
sound
sexy
old enough.
novela man right here.
I just
Oh, no. No.
Mijo, pero. But I was gonna go real old, you guys. I'm trying to find this middle ground, and it's not easy. It's
not easy.
It's not easy.
Okay, yeah, and then again, as the camera's panning out, we see Cristobal going towards offices. Is there anything anyone else wants to do?
Okay, so I have a start of session move. At the beginning of each session, decide who you want revenge on and how you're going to punish them. Roll with the questions below. So I obviously want revenge on Don Sebastian. And how I'm going to punish him is I don't know what this dead girl's grudge with him was, but she apparently had one. So I want to find out, I want to try and find out, like, did she have any other people she was working with? Is there some way that I can like work with them and we can like team up and ruin this guy's life? And so the questions I get to roll with are, have you recently been pleasant with them? I haven't really interacted with them, I don't think, so I'll take that as a no. Are things going well for them? Would you say things are going well for you? The show is in a bit of a bad state right now.
He's, by looking at him, he's never not doing well. Now, internally, does it need to be an internal thing, or is it one of those, it's looking at him and judging on the surface? Because in all honesty, those are two different factors. He always looks like he has it together, whether or not he's in a tailspin. He's not thrilled, but I mean, nothing's wrong with him. He's still him. So I'm gonna say, yeah, he's doing good.
Okay, and then the last question is, did you target someone else last session? Which I did not, because I did not target anyone.
You went after my show. Let's just be real. You went after the show, and so that's just being fair. So, you know.
That's true. Well, with a +2, I ended up with 8, which is a partial success. So on a 7 to 9, hold 2, and I can spend 1 hold 1-to-1 to do some fun things during the episode.
Beautiful.
Please be gentle.
Absolutely not.
Keep it feral, like they say in Monster Hearts.
Beautiful. Okay, anyone else?
I think that if Julian sees Cristobal, you would see him hide. Like if he sees him on set, he would hide.
I mean, you're on set. You would see like from where your office is, like where basically like the bungalow / van where all the writers / editors are, through like the door / windows. You would definitely see them. They're a well-built man, and you would see them from like across the field, basically.
Yeah. I would be like, maybe like he's leaving the trailer, sees him, and then turns back and goes back inside, and like it's up against the wall, like, oh shit.
I'm gonna say, just 'cause it's better this way, there's no one else in there at the moment, just you.
Okay.
All right. Are you gonna do anything else, or are we just gonna kind of like have that like split cut and you?
I think that's probably enough, but I think you would see the wheels kind of turning. Like, I maybe made a mistake with deleting that email.
Why don't you roll me a flat, like just a flat roll, just 2d6?
Okay, that's an 8.
Okay. You didn't see him leave exactly where, but you definitely know they're coming from the direction of Don Sebastian's dressing room.
I'm gonna make my way over there and knock on the door and like make a minor change to a scene, like a really minor grammar thing. I'm gonna find something and just change it and then knock on the door. Excuse me, Don Sebastian.
There's a good solid 15 count before the door opens, and he looks at you, he smiles, and he's just like, his eyebrows are up like,
You're needed on set. There's some changes to the script, and anyway, I was told to bring them to you.
I thought I muted it. I in a non like aggressive way, just like hold out my hand. I'm making it look like oh no, something's on, I'm on the stove, like I'm trying to get back in. So he's like, and just hold out my hand for it.
Here you go. That guy wasn't bothering you, right?
Oh, Cristobal, no, just some business.
Oh, okay. Good.
Do you know him?
No, I don't know. Somebody I didn't recognize on set. I just wondered if it was like a fan or something. They can be kind of woohoo.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't you come in and we can go over these script changes. And I'll step
they're
aside,
so
I'll
minor.
step aside and then just wave him in.
Okay. You can see again the wheels like, oh crap. But yeah, go in.
It is well lit, smells of cigars, and just generally motion for you to sit wherever you want. I'll take the time to go over the script, find whatever part is highlighted. So it's just this one thing that's changing?
Yeah, so minor. Yes.
Oh. Okay. Did you catch this? Did you get it, or did somebody tell you to bring it over to me?
Oh no, I caught it. Just
good.
Taking some initiative. Yeah.
That's good. That's what's important here. Working hard and doing your best.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
You noticed you're good at catching things and seeing what's out of place. You've seen anything else that's been out of place recently? Aside from what happened the other day?
That was so out of place and very upsetting and frightening. And, I think everyone's been just really shook up since then. I just think it's upset a lot of people. Folks are off their game. But that's okay. We'll get back to it. We always do.
That's right. We've done it before. We've had a bit of a dip that one time with the underwater season, but I'm just trying to make sure that everybody has the right information, so that way we can catch any other things before they happen like that again. Before that poor young lady, before she came, did you notice anything else funny? Any people sneaking around, or
I mean,
no?
We're all always kind of in everyone's business. It's kind of our job. But if there was somebody that was sneaking around, it would definitely be, it would be easy to just be a PA and get into people's things. If you would like me to, Don Sebastian, I would be happy to be your eyes and ears on set, if that's something that you're interested in, since I'm already, like you said, noticing things.
And his face doesn't change the whole time. He's just Just keep doing what you're doing. You see anything, you just do what you feel is right. Always do what you feel is right.
Okay.
You are going to be the one that decides what's best for you. I'll look over the script and make sure I'm good to go. Anything else?
If you're in trouble, I can help. Just putting that out there.
Gracias, pero I'm okay. And then I'll go open the door, and just before you leave, I will put my hand on your shoulder. It's a strong old man hand, and just go. Necesita algo if you need anything. Dígame, okay? Let me know.
Okay.
And just let you go and go back to watching something like that nobody would expect, like Golden Girls or something. I don't know, just completely out of left field.
Beautiful.
Yeah, just goes back to it.
Now, Hector, do you have anything? If not, I have something for you.
All right, lay it on me.
Okay. It is now like a week has passed, and like past couple days, people have been like kind of like coming in slowly. And now it's like maybe one of the first days that like everyone is back on set, everyone is in high gear, ready to go. And you are in your trailer, your dressing room, going over things, like looking over scripts for the next couple episodes, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through my Instagram. Like looking at all like the candles, like, oh, you poor thing, and every now and then I'll make a statement, like, my prayers are with the family, and
and over it you see this has hit every news outlet. As much as every news outlet, Perez Hilton is commenting on this.
Ugh, block.
Block immediately. And while you're doing this, you hear a knock at your door.
No, I turned my phone off and put it upside down, and then get up and answer the door.
And as you open the door, you see Juan. Not in like the outfit or dressed up. You actually see they're just like in some jeans and kind of like a deep V-neck, like very comfortable looking, and they kind of like brushing their hair, and it's like hey, I know we've had some words with each other here and there, and we've only met the once, but I had a question for you, if you'd be so kind, and if I could come in.
So he's gonna like kind of provocatively like lean on the side of the door. He's only wearing a robe, right? But it's like slightly open so you can see a little bit of his chest. And he's like, can't you ask a question while standing right there?
I mean, if you don't mind the lack of privacy, sure. So
you want to come into my trailer and do something private?
A private question, more maybe more for the sake of you than it is for me. Just saying.
I'm going to reach over and kind of run my finger along the V-neck and look him up and down, and I'm going to try and see if I can spot something out of place.
Go for it.
My questions are, have you been intimate with this person recently? Not yet. And are you free of other distractions? I want to say yes. My phone is not on me. I'm, it's before call, so, and
You have to add your question, which is, are you the center of attention?
am I the center of attention? I feel like I have
100%.
Yes. Let's 2, and then okay. All right. So let me roll. Oh my gosh. Dice. Ah, hold on. Come, Google Dice. Okay. All right, let's do this. I had a total of +2, right? That is a 7.
Oh, okay. So on a 7 to 9, so you get a hit. You ask 2 questions, and I get to ask you 1.
Okay. I asked 2 questions. What's your character hoping to get from this conversation?
Information.
Okay. What do you have of value or use?
Also, information.
All right, it's his question.
I'm gonna ask this question as the MC.
Okay.
How protective are you of your phone?
Very.
Okay.
Like, that's why he turned it off and flipped it upside down before walking away from it.
Beautiful. All right. Now with this information, with Juan still standing at your door, what are you gonna do?
Come on in. And then I just like get out of the way and I wave him in.
Gracias. So they're gonna come in and like, I think they're gonna take a seat. You actually see them maybe either leaning on the counter. You actually see them kind of like fidgeting their hands, kind of like either clasping and unclasping together.
Okay. All right. Ask your question.
Okay, so I noticed that, when I got here, because I've only been here, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. You and Ramira are kind of close. How long have y'all known each other?
Not too long. It's been a short time.
Okay. I was just wondering because like when I saw them, I swear, like I seen them before. I just couldn't pinpoint where. And so like, I mean, I don't know, like I've been kind of like in a haze, kind of like learning all the scripts, trying to get them through, and then like last week, like, oh, that was wild.
Yeah. I mean, have you had a chance to relax?
I mean, sort of like this past week again was just like not on set, kind of going through, but also like trying to make sure that I don't get cut and like.
So he's gonna get up and walk, and he's still listening, right? While he's talking. And he walks up to the back of the trailer where there's like a floor-length mirror and maybe like a changing screen, and then he like goes behind the changing screen, but then like deliberately drops the robe and he's wearing nothing. So
It's
you
like-
see his like full backside, and then you see like this like design like Andrew Christian like designer underwear. And I'm going to make an express your love passionately roll. Are you dressed to impress? I think I am. I think I look great in just Andrew Christians. And do they believe that I'm single?
They don't.
They don't. Okay. All right. I'm not physically touching them, unfortunately. This is a gamble. But I am the center of attention, so I'm at a +2. Let's do this again. Oh no. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. It's a 5.
Oh. Okay, let me see what your conditions are. While you're doing this, I think like maybe not paying attention so much, and as you're doing this, you actually just hear Juan just keep on talking. They're like they're not even like looking that way, and you are gonna mark the condition obsessed.
Oh.
So until you clear this condition, you get +1 for accused of lying, and you
Right.
get -2 for face death.
And each condition, I'm trying to remember if in Pasión, if there are things you do to each specific condition, or if they have to be.
So the conditions, what they do, so
removed.
basically, there's things to remove it, there's moves to remove it, there's moves
There's
for other
moves.
players to remove it.
Okay, cool. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's not like masks where like every condition has do this thing and then it goes away.
No, they basically give you plus and minuses.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
He's okay. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? So he very angrily puts on his skinny jeans and the powder blue shirt, and puts on really nice shoes, but he's like mad like the whole time, right? And he gets up and he walks up to him. He looks him dead in the eye and he says, "Every single thing that you have said since you walked into my trailer has been a," and there's a loud beeping sound, "lie." And I'm going to accuse him of lying,
Ooh, go.
which I get a +1 to,
Uh-huh.
because I'm obsessed.
Yeah. The questions are: do you have an audience, and do you have evidence?
I have neither of those
You
things.
do not. At
No,
all.
wait, I do have evidence. I do
Oh.
have evidence because I overheard, like, from Julian and from a couple other people last session that this guy's gonna be like my replacement, I think. Did Julian say something about that?
I don't think.
No, I'm mad, or was I mad at him because, like, I think he's my replacement. Then I'm jealous.
I think you have the vibes about that. I don't think
Yeah.
it's been explicitly
I don't think
said by anyone.
No. Okay, so I have no proof. It's fine. I still am the center of attention and obsessed. So that's a +2.
Yeah.
I like rolling.
Mhm.
It's fun. Oh, okay. An 8.
Oh, okay. So on a 7 to 9, which is a hit, you choose one of the choices below.
Okay. 1. I get 1.
You get 1. Yeah.
Oh my god, these are all so good.
Yeah. I think for the sake of the audience, the choices are: you are right despite what the audience has already seen. They admit their falsehood or mark and condition, their choice. Or they're surprised, scared, or flustered. They must act with desperation before they can act against you.
I am going to choose door number 1. You are right, despite what the audience has already seen.
Ooh, okay. So they're gonna look at you just like that. What do you mean?
What do I mean? You suddenly show up. I had a luchador plot. Aren't you like related to one of the producers?
That is neither here nor there.
It sounds a little convenient.
Convenient for what? What are you scared of?
I point my finger at him. I will stay out of your way and not tell a certain actress that you're looking and nosing into her past. If you understand that I'm the new young star, and you stay in the background where you belong, because one of us is Don Sebastian's protege, and the other isn't just another pretty face got into the door via nepotism. And I'm going to demand what I deserve. I'm offering him something in value in return. I don't think he loves me, so I'm just...
Unfortunately.
And I am... and I believe I'm the center of attention right now.
100%.
So that is a +2. Oh! It's a 6.
Ooh. Conditions left and right.
Yes.
Okay, then you are also going to mark raging for your condition, which gives you +1 strikeout but -2 to spot something.
Yeah.
And they're going to just walk up right next to you, nose almost to yours, and just like, some hot young star you are. They're gonna move forward, shove you with their shoulder, and walk through start walking out your door, and it's like, I don't give a fuck what you tell Ramira. Go ahead. And slams the door.
I'm gonna kick the door angrily and like start start wrecking my trailer, like super dramatic, like.
Roll me a flat, just a flat roll, just a 2d6.
Sure.
I
got an 8.
But Golden Girls music is playing in the background.
Yeah, it's just like I got an 8.
Okay. As you are like raging, just like going through, smashing everything, you don't notice you like do the dramatic swipe the stuff off your counter, now realizing your phone is there.
Oh,
And your phone goes flying across the room, but you don't know where. Yeah, you and like at this point you are not even like in the zone for it. Like you don't know where that's what happened. You're just kind of like so heated in this moment.
right.
And I think that's where we're gonna kind of have the camera pan out, and we are going to go to Julian. Julian, after this meeting with Don Sebastian, you are back in your trailer, just working on the scripts, and you actually you get a text from one oh gosh, what did I name them? I know what I named them. I totally know what I named them. You get a text from Sonia, and a text just like, I need you to come to the office. We have new stuff I need to give you. Just hurry up. There's no punctuation, all lowercase. It's all sent to you.
Okay. Well, when Sonia says jump, I jump. So head over to the office, put my stuff down, and scurry over there.
Okay, and you know that they are at the big business offices, like towards the back. And you see their door. It's like one of those like nice wooden doors with a frosted glass that has their name on it. So you know you're in the right place. And you hear like music playing in the background, some like just like loud, like really like old cumbia. But like, you know, like the door's still closed, and like you hear like someone attempting to sing along, mostly mumbles.
I feel like it's very endearing to Julian, and we'll knock on the door. Sonia, you wanted to see me?
Oh, come in.
Hi.
Yeah, and you see them, they're like still in just like basically like a romper, like very comfortable, very cozy, and a nearly empty like wine glass in their hand, and they're just like kind of like moving around. It's like, Julian, great to see you. Okay, close the door, make yourself comfortable.
Yeah.
Would you like some sangria?
Yes, please. That sounds great.
Great, it's on the table.
Pour myself a glass. This is so great. Did you make this?
No, I got it from Pancho Villa.
Okay.
It's a supermarket down the street.
All right.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah. Gosh. Okay. And they're gonna like realize like, oh shit, I'm at work, and like, So yeah. What did I ask you? Oh, right. Okay. So, the script writers and the higher ups, actually had me just like come over and just a bunch, like a rewrite for the rest of the season. Kind of like they thought we need to punch stuff up because like the news is everywhere about what happened.
Yeah. In a weird way, do you think that'll make people watch our show more?
Oh, absolutely. Like any press is good press.
I mean, that's really sad, but also silver lining.
It is sad, right? I'll post something sad on Insta later. You're right.
Did you know her?
In the most basic sense, they were just one of the extras. I screened through everyone. Like I got help from like Kristina. They do the scouting for people. But like not really. Like, I saw them when they came in, and I saw them dead on the floor.
Oh, that's wild. Who's Cristobal? I'm sorry. I thought I knew everyone. I don't know them.
Oh, Cristobal. they're I mean, between you and me, they're a little, but they've been with this show for years and years. They do scouting. They help with like the back end, the finances, with all that stuff. Like there was like this thing when we got bought out like a season or two ago by this company, but they made sure like, you don't need to know this.
Oh my God, your glass is empty. Hold up. Let me just And I'm gonna grab the sangria and just pour some more in their glass.
Oh, gracias.
Cheers.
Cheers
God,
to
I
silver
re-
linings.
Yeah. So that
Mhm.
merger, that was wild. This company, just there's been so much behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, season 19, right? Like, there was the underwater scene, the season, and then like there was, suddenly the cast is in Camelot. That didn't do that great. We couldn't we try to go rent out what's medieval times. Like, we
With
tried
the
to rent that out
horses.
with the
I
horses,
remember that
and then
episode.
it wasn't that they didn't actually let us. They didn't let us actually rent it out. So if you notice, the camera was kind of shaky that season. It's because we sneaked people in, and we did voiceover for the people on the horses. That wasn't our actors.
Oh my God, I had no idea. You are full of stories and fascinating things. God, every time I talk to you, I learned something really, really, really great. I'm laying it on thick.
You know what? This is a perfect time. Why don't you roll to manipulate a superior?
Yes.
You have surprisingly caught them in a great mood.
Great.
And your well-being does not directly affect theirs, unfortunately.
No, but am I in over my head?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So +2. So that's going to be a 9.
Ooh. So on a 7 to 9, it's a hit, but they need a bit more convincing. So you choose either abase yourself, mark a condition, or give them something they want first.
I'm going to mark a condition.
Okay.
And I think I want to play up the sweet wide-eyed bean and mark cornered.
Okay. I'm cool with that. Act plus
Okay.
1 act, that's 3 minus to the demand. Okay. And as they're looking at you and just I don't tell you this enough. You do really great work around here, and we really need someone like you, because last time something like this happened, it was a mess.
Last time something like this happened.
Yeah. Oh, you don't. Okay, and this chisme doesn't get far, okay? Because I'll find you.
You won't hear a single word outside this office.
So, you remember that whole debacle years ago? There was the actress that they had to kick out. So we had to there was some. It was a lot, but
Is that Livia Flores, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't think Flores out of character. Was it Flores or is it Reyes?
Real name Flores, yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah. So look, there was a whole thing shortly after they left and had to go. Suddenly they're in a ditch, and and there's the rumors that there was something some beef between Samuel was just coming in, and Sebastian, they've been here forever, so of course there'll be there's people says oh, they didn't like them, obviously they had to do something, but I mean why would that happen? We're just a show.
Yeah, no, people definitely don't get too caught up in their reputations to do something like that. It's the, showbiz is.
Show business, you're right. They're gonna drown their glass, like down their glass, like put on the table and say, remember, no one. Okay.
Not a word.
Beautiful. Okay, here is the scripts. Just like, and they hand you just 3 overstuffed manila folders that weighs maybe 8 to 10 pounds of paper. It's here you go. Look through them, do your editing magic, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Did you want me to add more with Juan's character?
So funny enough, they thought it's okay, so there was the scene, all this happened, but the writer's maybe people are going to be watching us now. We could take more risks. So they're going full on with that luchador side story, and maybe put it into the big story. It was, it's a risk because this scene kind of, it's supposed to be the more serious, spooky, and we have the luchador, but
Well, he's a person, so he can be serious. We'll find a good way to get him. Yeah, some good screen time.
Yeah, no, it'll be great. Anyways, toodaloo, bye.
Bye.
Sorry, storyteller. So I would like to use one of my holds, and one of the things that I can do is secretly overhear something critical. So I think that outside we see Ramira just sort of walking past this office, and then they hear a name that they have not expected to hear spoken here. They hear Olivia Flores, and we see her sort of peek into the room and then duck down below the window and listen in. And so they hear about how this is, similar to what happened to her mother, and how Sonia is just pushing it aside and acting as if this extra girl is something like Olivia Flores, a star of this show years back. And rageful, she is going to, I think, sneakily, but stomp away and try to make some phone calls.
And yeah, the camera is kind of panning out from the office, and it starts following you, Ramira, as you are stomping away, and you're getting to your dressing room, which because you're, as of now, your spot is not big yet. You actually have one of those big shared dressing rooms with 3 or 4 people, but you walk in, you slam the door, and as you're looking at your phone, you actually hear someone from inside there, and it's oh, Ramira, what are you stopping about for? And as you turn to see them, you recognize someone that you know as Pilar Jimenez. Pilar, they are kind of on the taller side of 5 feet, kind of petite. They are wearing just a powerful dress that goes almost down to their feet. They use they, them, short blonde hair, and sitting just leg crossed on one of the chairs, looking expectantly in your direction.
Oh, Pilar, just who I was going to go call. Did you know? Sonia, this whole group, they're acting as though this extra who died on set, as if she's anything like my mother. But is she, Pilar? Is she involved? Are they related? Was this your doing?
Ramira, well, first of all, Like, how dare they, right? And then, like, I will never be so gauche. You saw that person? Blood, like, everywhere? No, that wasn't me. I mean, I'm here to clean up some loose ends. You know, I know you, like, I just need to keep my investments in place. This whole buzz, you know, good. I want this show to keep going on, you know, as the owner and everything, but you know, I did want to check in and how my brightest new star is doing. You seem to be a little rash at the moment.
I wasn't going to do anything. I know my place here very well, Blar. Just, can you stand it seeing everyone here, seeing Dom Sebastian taking ownership of this show, acting as though it's his, as if he's the one who can comfort the cast? What comfort did he give my mother when he got her kicked off?
Okay, first of all, lower your voice. These walls are not as thick as you expect. And like, look, you know, I came in here and you know, I got you this position. You remember? Because we're here to make some changes. Look, like, I had them do some rewrites of the scripts, maybe some big climactic ending to this season. I mean, it's Sebastian's last season, right? You know, gotta send him off with a bang.
You see Ramira sort of smirk a little bit and say, yes, I am certainly looking forward to sending him off.
Good. Well, I, again, just came here. I need to go talk to the higher ups. I'm well and everything. Make sure stuff is doing just fine. I need to do some cleanup. These are like, I do need to find out what happened. Because again, I don't know who that was. That was like a Jamie nobody. Just so wild. You seem so very confused, but you don't know anything about it, right?
You don't know? I was so sure that this was part of your plan. I mean, you planned everything so meticulously for something to come here that you didn't know about. That's wild, right? Are you sure? I mean, Lar, you know, I'd work much better if I knew everything that was going on. There's nothing you can tell me about this? I think I'm trying to manipulate a superior.
You definitely are. You did not catch them in a good mood. I'm going to let you know. I'd say your well-being directly affects theirs. So why don't you go ahead and roll with that?
I'd say I'm sticking with the plan, too. Doesn't help, I got a 6.
Okay, you are going to mark, you're going to mark ruminative. I don't know how to pronounce this word, but you are marking that one, which gives you +1 to process feelings, but -2 to express love. And they're going to look at you as like, oh, sweetie, if I wanted to tell you everything, I would hire you as a director, not as a cast.
Mira looks properly sort of put in her place by that.
And they're gonna stand up and kind of like smooth their dress out, make sure it's all presentable. And it's like, well, I have a meeting to attend to, so why don't you, maybe check out the new scripts that are going around and all that. I hear they're gonna try doing a test run maybe tomorrow or something. And stick with your plan, whatever that is. You'll see me around. And they're going to walk out the door. as they walk out the door, you see the camera pan out from Ramira's trailer and follows Pilar, who walks as if they own the world. They're going to follow them to past all the other stages. You even see them passing Don Sebastian's trailer, the writing trailer, the rooms where Marcel's supposed to be. You see them going to the directors, like the big fancy offices, and you see them go to just like the door at the end, open it up, and the camera turns around and follows them as they sit down at this desk, and you just see just them looking at all this paperwork, and you see the title of the next episode, and it's just going to be In Fear and Love, episode 7. Who do we trust? And that's where we're going to go on break.
Wow, I'm so glad I was muted because I had so many exclamations throughout so many things.
Yeah.
Oh, your glass is empty. What the fuck? I almost got up and out of my chair at that point. I was like,
that was
brilliant.
So
good.
So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Again, just want to thank Die Hard Dice, 1985 Games. It's just Session Zero Clothing. Use code Gehenna at checkout on any of these TTRPG companies. Get 10% off your purchase. And check the chat for all the links. And we'll be back for some more drama.
Bye.
Easy to.
I'm bored.
We can go scream at the cat for another hour.
Nah, I'm tired of screaming at the cat.
Shut up with that! Be bored no more with 1985 Games. Enjoy their vast variety of products and help bring your tabletop to a whole new level. With easy-to-use dungeon sticky notes. The deck of stories holds prompts and adventure hooks for any setting, and thousands of cutout game pieces with their dungeon craft.
You've come all this way for nothing, fool! The princess is mine! You'll never get away with this, Malachor!
Write everything down in your Hero Notes journal and start your adventure today! Visit the worldwide web address 1985games.com and find many helpful products such as their Dungeon Craft series, battle maps, deck of stories, miniatures, dungeon notes, and now VHS dice. Again, that's 1985games.com.
welcome back to In Fear and Love. Before we get back into just all this spice, just one quick reminder, content warnings, betrayal, some slight manipulation, trauma, I think I missed this earlier and I apologize, romance, sometimes heavy romance, and horror elements, sometimes maybe blood or gore, sometimes just thematic horror elements. We'll see how this goes. But we are back. The camera is now screen wipe. It is either the next day if no one has anything else you want to do this evening, because we are going to be switching over to the next day, prepping for a script read.
No, I will prep for the script, the script read. Though I am wearing like big like Dolce & Gabbana glasses to hide the fact that I'm hungover. I probably went out drinking the night before last night because I was so angry.
If everyone else is good, we can move on to the next day. Okay, so yeah, screen wipe, camera pans over to the next day. Everyone is now like a buzz, like we're getting ready for a script read. And we had the camera pans to the set and you see Samuel just sitting in like the, big director's chair. Like, this is one of the days where he still looks like shit. He hasn't like done up his suit right. His tie is like barely like tied in the knot, like very loose, and just like collar like off, 3 buttons down, not even caring, and just looking over, and like you see next to him, in a stark contrast, you see Pilar again, and Pilar is looking at someone's like, I really wish you would be more dressed up all the time, not just whenever you feel like it. Someone's like, yeah, look, whose show is it? I mean, who's running it? I mean, Mira, I'm the director. And I'll just, yes, and I need you to be professional. I know we have all this buzz around us, which I'm still trying to get to the end of, but we are taking risks, and I need you to be ready for these risks. And Samuel just like rolls his eyes. Just, yeah, go sell a company or whatever the fuck you do. And it's gonna go back to just like going over the script. And who would be on set this time?
Julian would probably be on set, making sure everyone's scripts are in place, ready to go.
Okay, and yeah,
I'm definitely on set.
Mm-hmm. And the camera passes, like you see Pilar walking past all of you, basically one by one, and it's gonna stick on. It's gonna focus on Marcel. What are you doing for just prepping? How are you looking right now? Still with those Dolce & Gabbana glasses?
Yeah, I've got the Dolce & Gabbana glasses. I eventually like find a quiet, start making my way a quiet corner of the set to kind of, because I feel like if I'm on the set, I'll be like more into like the show. So I take the glasses off. My eyes are a little red, and I'm just carefully like looking through the pages, and like counting how many pages I'm in the episodes and how many this new luchador is. Like that's in the back of my head as I'm like trying to memorize my lines.
We'll get to that. You do notice from the previous script, yours hasn't changed as much, but Juan's has changed a lot. And more pages that they're in. And then the camera pans over to Julian. What are you doing at this moment?
I think I am giving Marcel the stink eye. Like, I see the hungover, I see the big glasses. I'm actually gonna go over there. And yeah, I just kind of stand over where you're sitting. Marcel, are you ready? Are you set ready? So the glasses.
Huh? Oh, I stayed out a little too late last night. It's so good to see you. He like comes over and he puts his hands like on the sides of your arms and he's like leans in like he's gonna kiss you. He's like, oh wait, you're right. We're working. And I'm going to express my love passionately. Up boy, when you rouse someone up while remaining aloof, add the question, are you physically touching them to express your love passionately? Let's see here. Are you dressed to impress? Yes, I am. I look good, even though I'm slightly not all there. And do they believe you are? Do you believe I'm single?
I'm not sure. That's actually why I came over here.
Oh.
So no.
No? Okay. So that's am I the center of attention? That I believe that's okay. Here we go. I do enjoy rolling things that my character is good at. I got a 14.
Oh.
Powerful. Okay. So on a hit, your target gives themselves to you or reveals a secret they probably shouldn't. On a 10 plus, they also tell you whether they love you or not and who else they love.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Ah. I think at the touch, Julian kind of melts a little bit. It's like, you do care. I just, after our night, I wasn't sure. I didn't hear from you, and then everything was so crazy, and I didn't want to like make it about that. I'm so glad that you want to. Do you want to be with me, Marcel? I'm sorry, we're working. I shouldn't be talking about this.
I'm going to reach in. He's going to look right and look left and then reach over and put their face in his hands and just give him a very quick but like very genuine kiss and saying, okay, my 1 minute break is now over. We can go back to work, mi amor. And then he just becomes like ice cold and walks away calmly and professionally.
Okay. Well, since you had the 14, Julian does love Marcel. So yes, he does love you. But he also loves Juan.
Ooh. Oh! Ah!
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
it's all good.
Beautiful. And as Marcel is now walking away, the camera passing Julian, clearly bright red, like flustered. And we're gonna go, the camera's gonna pan just directly at the set where I imagine both Ramira and Sebastian would be. Or is Sebastian not there yet?
I think he would be showing up before like it's set time, but not to the point where he's really too early or anything like that. Not like at the last second though. He'd be coming up with Epifanio in tow, and just before he like dismisses him, he's looking over the script again, and he leans over and he's just like, "Dígame si encuentra algo." He just kind of like sends him off. And he goes and sits in the the office chair he's gonna be in for the scene, and just makes himself look like he's busy.
And as Pifano walks away, and the camera like sees him walk past. When you take a seat, you feel a quick buzz, and you see a message from them, just like, haven't found anything yet, but I'm gonna go check the cameras. And right before that, what's Ramira been doing? Like, were they there for a while? Or are they also kind of like hearing right on time?
So Ramira has been here for a while, and they are pretending to like read and look over the script, but actually she's been watching the interaction between Samuel and Pilar. And if I could, I would like to try to spot something out of place, because Samuel not looking so great right now, and I want to see if I can get some insight on that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so have you been intimate with this person recently? No. Are you free of other distractions? I think that this is the only thing I'm actually focused on. Like, I don't need to read the script, it's fine. And am I sticking to the plan? Yes. Oh, hey, that's a 10.
I am muted. Spot something out of place. Sorry, I was too distracted by the spicy things you were saying. So on a hit, you ask 2 questions. And this is a great success. I don't get to ask you any.
What is your character hoping to get from, like, spotlighting this new luchador? Like, is it just nepotism? Is there something else going on here?
Samuel has been doing his best to try not to like show any like sort of like, of course they're Juan's his nephew, like he has some favoritism towards that, but trying to show that he's really hoping that Juan just really gets to shine, like really gets to prove themselves, because like he knows he had to pull some strings, but if Juan kills it, he doesn't have to worry about the whole relationship thing. He's here for a reason.
And I mean, he looks a little unkempt right now, so I was somewhat feeling about what happened last week with the person who shouted at Don Sebastian and then died on our set.
Just terrible, absolutely terrible. They like you could tell like they have not slept well. They've been in meeting after meeting and talking with both like the authorities and news outlets left and right. He's had to like turn off his phone because it wouldn't stop buzzing. He's actually had to get extra security for the set so the reporters just don't bust in. He's looking like shit.
And then, because I took the move size up from El Caballero, I also get to ask an additional question, which is, what are they trying to hide?
Ooh, that's so spice. They are trying to hide that like they don't know anything about it.
No one knows anything. Who did it, Dusty?
I'll tell you now, that's for a flashback scene. And I think as you're kind of like sizing Samuel up and having this revelation, then you see that Sebastian comes to the scene. They're at their desk now, and Samuel is just like, all right, everyone to their places. We're gonna do this reading in 10 minutes, okay? I need to get a coffee first. And they're gonna kind of like walk off, kind of stumble, but they were gonna walk off set.
Do I see I would probably see Marcel off to, like, you know, I see other people like that aren't specific in the scene, they're still around, right? So I'd see Marcel as he is, and I'm like, to be young. But I would maybe see Julian again, and I would also like to spot something out of place, just to see, because, you know, they said, hey, they'd look around and just be another set of eyes. And I get to ask the questions, have I been intimate with them recently? And that was a pretty firm hand on your shoulder. It's pretty intimate, I would say. I
would say emotionally intimate as well.
Yeah, you know, so like I was connecting. And am I free of other distractions? I'm a professional. I know what I'm about to do. So what? I have to do my job? No, I'm good. And then am I keeping my hands clean? I see everything without anybody knowing I see. So
I would say, yeah, you're trying to focus on letting someone else do the work for you. Yeah. That's what a 6 looks like on this thing. And I was just like, I don't know. It's a symbol. I don't know what that is. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, that is a success. And again, you get to ask 2 questions, and they don't get to ask you anything. So what are your questions about Julian?
What? Hold on. I had, what do you have of value or use?
Do I have a value or use? I would say to yes, my love. To Don Sebastian, probably.
Nope, not
just
to me
in
specifically. Of value or use.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be specific. It's just is an in general question.
I think they're very good at their job. And also they notice stuff, they do see stuff. And we've seen him be very manipulative as well.
Well, that's
like,
good, because
stuff gets done.
Because I have one more question, and it's, what are you planning?
What am I planning? I am planning to...
Don't say do your job. Don't you fucking take that cop out.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm I'm gonna reveal something. I'm planning to manipulate my connection with Cristobal to make some trouble for him. I'm trying to make his life harder. That is what I'm planning.
Just to clarify, Cristobal's life or Sebastian's?
Cristobal's life. And I see Sebastian as tied up in it.
I do that read where you know, you can just kind of like get a lot from a person just from when their eyes are darting, or just, you know, body language, and I can tell that Julian's got a lot of things going on, and they may be plotting some things, and then I'll just put my script down and just take that piece before the scene starts, and then pick up the script again, and then put it back down, but I give that look where, like, I'm just thinking, as instead of just like I'm ready to go, there's this head cock where he's just like he's curious, and he's ready to go for all, you know, whatever I could tell.
Okay. And as things are getting kind of together, Ramira, you are again putting on this wig, and I believe the wig, because your natural hair color is like dirty blondish, reddish auburn.
So I believe their natural hair color is dark, and their current hair is dyed a little bit lighter and more sort of auburny red.
Okay, then yeah, you, for this scene, Safina, you're actually the same person, dressed as the same person that walked on set last time, so you do have, like, again, this wig of like this dark brown hair. And everyone's getting ready to set, getting ready, and the cameras are getting in place. Sebastian is at the desk, and there is kind of like the clap of someone else, like, okay, let's get ready to do this. And they're like, all right, and 3, and as soon as he says 3, all the lights cut off. And there's like screams of people just like just surprised, every time something goes dark, there's a surprise. And then there's like the second of silence, and then they come back on. And Samuel's like still hand in the air, like you see him just like looking around, eyes wide, like, okay. Then like he has like, I don't know, he pulls out like a walkie-talkie or like something on his hips, like, could we have someone check that immediately? And then there's like this like, again, kind of like people are like, you hear muttering across the set, and as people are kind of just like waiting for what's gonna happen, waiting for someone else, and just like maybe like a minute passes, and you just hear like kind of muffled, it's like, I mean, power's fine, nothing was switched, everything seems to be working. I don't know, maybe it was a power surge somewhere, but we're fine. And Samuel was just like, okay, all right, false alarm, everyone. Okay, get to your spots again. And there's still the muttering, like a little bit here and there, and then like someone's like, get to your spots. And it gets quiet. And then you're counting 3, 2, and the camera pans over to Don Martin, interior office, sitting at a desk, smoking a cigar, lost in thought. Then there is a knock at the door.
Come in.
As the door opens, we see Safina, who walks in and goes to sit down.
Hola, Don Martin. I heard you wanted to see me.
Yes, please sit down. I heard you were seeing someone new.
Well, where did you hear that? And what does it matter to you?
Mira, you know that there's a lot that we need. We just keep tabs on.
Look, just because you are my Tio doesn't give you the right to control me.
Safina, please. I'm just worried for you. This luchador, he's dangerous. He's scruffy. He reeks of failure and depression. He's someone that
You do not know him like I do.
you don't know men like I do.
I get to choose who I see and what I do with my life.
Ay, Dios mío. And then he's like gonna throw his throw something something off the table.
The camera pans as Safina kicks down the chair and storms out, as Don Martin is just sitting at the desk, places their heads in their hands and whispers,
Ay, Dios mío. Dios mío.
and there is that cut.
Is anybody else reacting? For the people that can't see, he went off script. Way off script.
Wait,
And I think Julian is like scribbling like something that was really good. Actually, I like that. But also like, why? You don't do that often.
He
Interesting.
won an award for the one season he did that.
It's true. It's true. Making notes, taking notes.
does anyone else react to the scene?
I think
I do. I have a reaction. I have a direct. It's very important. So Marcel just kind of like struts past Sebastian and says, I think I can help. walks up and is like, Ramira, what did I tell you about that accent? It's terrible. Use your regular voice. Like, you cannot keep doing this. Like, you're a star, but this is disappointing. And I'm gonna strike out at someone. With voice. Have I caught you off guard? Okay. Have you just wronged me? Not me specifically. I feel like you're like, no, you're letting me down because I know you're a great actress, and is that okay? I feel like she's wronged me with that accent. Like, okay, cool. Am I the center of attention?
I'm gonna say not at this moment.
No problem. I've got two, so it's all good. Whether I roll good or bad, it's gonna be great. I rolled terrible. I got a 6.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Wait a minute. Was that a strikeout?
That was a strikeout.
It's a 7.
So that is a 7.
It's a 7.
Saved yourself. But, well, sort of. So,
Sort of.
on a 7 on a hit, your strike lands and you each mark a condition. So you do have to mark another condition, but you give Ramira a condition.
Okay, I'm gonna mark zealous because I am just like, this is acting. Like, this is serious. And then what condition do you think Ramira should get, Alyssa?
I would say either raging or spiteful.
I would suggest raging because this was truly unexpected. Like, if you expected me to be a brat, oh, of course. You know what I mean? It would be spiteful, and that's just my opinion. Oh, Alyssa, you're amazing. But yeah, so I've got, Marcel has just got his finger and he's very upset.
Yeah, Ramira turns to you and is like, excuse me, Marcel? I was obviously connecting my character back to the cowboy arc of season 13. Maybe you should spend less time looking back at those super old episodes and comparing me to some of the actresses there or whatever, and just accept my acting choices.
I am not going to accept acting choices that undercut your talent.
You know what, Marcel? I feel like this is coming from a place of love. And because of that,
Thank you for understanding that.
I'm going to ignore the blatant falsehoods in your perception of my acting.
Look, you can lie to yourself all you want, but you won't lie to me. And I'm going to openly accuse her of lying.
Go ahead and do that roll. I think, do you have a minus or plus to this? You have a plus to this. Ooh.
Yeah, and what's my plus? Is it plus?
It's +1 because of your condition.
+1 because of my condition.
And do you have an audience? I would say with the raised voices, some of the extras, and even obviously Don Sebastian's right there.
I was about to say, well, I imagine this is happening right near me, and I was.
Oh yeah,
across the desk, basically.
I'm letting it happen, but I will say something in a second.
Okay.
And do you have evidence?
The scene that just played out. So with a +3,
also add you are the center of attention.
plus what I rolled. Oh, also add what else?
You are the center of attention.
I am. Oh, with a +4, I rolled a 1 and a 6, so it's 7 + 4.
That is now a full success. So on a 10 plus, you get to choose 2. And again, the choices are: you are right despite what the audience has already seen. They admit their falsehood or marking condition. They're surprised, scared, or flustered. They must act with desperation before they can act against you.
Okay. I'm gonna say, these are all good. Actually, I'm gonna pick the last 2 because I don't think the first one is appropriate. So they admit their falsehood, but you don't mark a condition. Actually, it's your choice. So you can admit or mark a condition, and then also they're surprised, scared, or flustered, and they must act with desperation before they can act against you.
I think that I will admit the falsehood. So we see Ramira just sort of like deflate a little bit and move in closer to Marcel and just say, I know, I got really nervous about the scene. Like, it's my first time like really having a speaking role here, and I mean, you know that like they're tying me to this luchador character, right? So if he does well and I do well, then I can really be a big part of this.
You just don't need the accent. Don't you agree? And I turn to Don Sebastian as our leader to like.
I count to probably 5 because I'm making a note. And I turn in the chair. Siéntate, both of you, right now.
I sit.
Sit.
I'm gonna do 2 things right now. One, I'm gonna enact my one scheme, which is protection, and I protect this show. So I'm gonna mentor these 2 young actors right now, and also do the move express my love passionately, my love of this show. Am I dressed to impress? Always. Do you believe I'm single? It's very well known that I haven't gotten remarried after my last wife. And I'm gonna look at both of you and it's just like, Mira, if you want to help each other with your craft, and then I'll speak up for everybody to hear me, you don't do it in the middle of the set. And I'm gonna look at Ramira and it's just like, he is not completely correct, but he's also not completely incorrect. You need to control yourself. And my eyes will flick to Julian. Like, just like, hey, to Marcel, I'll be talking to you, but my eyes I'll be like, basically like, hey man, you need to keep it together a little bit. I'm going to look at Ramira. It's just like, now while I do not agree 100% with your choice, you as a professional adapted to what was being done. I made some changes. We will probably be here for more than 10 minutes as we try to work out the kinks. Pero you are to be commended. You didn't just freeze. As I said, you could have told her later or pulled her aside. This won't happen again, will it? He just says, well, this won't happen again. And he just stares
okay.
And I'm gonna roll because I think something cool happens if it does. But
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah. Do a roll.
Just to impress. Single. Am I keeping my hands clean? I guess I'm actually kind of getting up in this one a little bit, so my hands aren't as clean. So 7, 9. So on a hit, the target, which I don't know if I can target 2 people, but they reveal something to me, a secret that they probably shouldn't.
Why do they give themselves to you? Or they give themselves to you. That's also a
Oh
choice.
yeah, the target gives themselves to me. It reveals a secret that they probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
So Ramira is going to give herself to you in that she hates you, but she doesn't think that you're like the star of this show and that you have any bearing on her acting. But I'm still going to like look at you and nod and say, no, you're right, Don Sebastian. I'm sorry, and that won't happen again. And yeah, thank you. Though I really tried hard to sort of keep going with the changes you were making. Why did you change the script?
I'll say I will actually cut off, right? I will and I'm going to reveal a secret they probably shouldn't. And I will say, I'm sorry, Don Sebastian, I just love the show so much like you do, and I just thought I mistakenly thought what you would do, so I did that, and I'm just very frustrated because there's some people here only because of nepotism, and I glance over at Juan. And I know that Ramira is a talented actress here on her own merit, and I don't want her replaced because I don't know. And I motion over to Samuel. I don't know, because Samuel has another cousin who wants to be an actor.
Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say because that was a lot of stuff to process.
I probably should have said that out loud. Does that count, MC? I just want to make sure that
No, that's good.
That's a bombshell. Okay.
Okay.
I think actually, like, Sebastian, before you start talking, and they're just gonna be like, you see Samuel get up and get over here, and kind of like to you, but loud enough for everyone's like, we're gonna take a break. Everyone, let's take an early lunch. Marcel, you come with me.
I stand up and I go behind him and I button up my suit jacket. Also on my character sheet, it totally says that Marcel is a broken little bird I take care of. So if something might happen to my little bird, I'm just gonna be nearby in case I have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Samuel's like, come to the trailer with me.
Awkward desperation. The MC tells you what situation you want to avoid. Roll with questions. Never mind. I get up. Whoops! Did I say that out loud? He gets up with this incredulous, kind of angry, pouty, moody face. He's having a day, and turns around and just marches after Samuel.
Mm-hmm. Don Sebastian will clear his throat enough to get your attention, and he'll raise his eyebrows, giving you the look of, do you want me to come with you? But he's not just going to treat you like a puppy, you know what I mean? But he is clearly up, and
he gives you a nod. There's 2 seconds where you could see some fear come across his eyes.
To come, to follow along?
Please follow me, please.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in over my head. I don't know what I just said.
Yeah, no, and I just kind of go, I'm right behind you.
Okay. So
I'll pretend like you were, he was talking to all of us.
Yep.
Okay, and they Samuel leads to the trailer. They're gonna open it, turn around, let you in, see that Sebastian is there, rolls his eyes, okay, you get in too. And as they join, they're gonna close the door, and Samuel's still disheveled, but you see their tired eyes are definitely at attention, and he's gonna look at Marcel and it's what the hell was that?
Gonna fold his arms. What the hell was what? And I'm gonna strike back at him, like I know what I'm talking about.
What the hell was what? You making an absolute fool of yourself on stage? You accusing people without knowing the full story? What do you mean? And they're like in your face now. What the hell was that?
You might
Yeah,
want to take a
mind
few
you
steps from the boy, because the fumes of tequila might make him pass out.
I am an incredible actor. I bring a lot to this show, and I will not be upstaged by somebody who came in here through nepotism. And I won't let it happen to anybody else.
They're gonna turn around and just like,
and I'm gonna demand what I deserve.
Ooh, okay.
When I say
go
that.
ahead, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
what I'm offering in value, me. Do they love me in this moment? Probably not.
Oh hell no.
Would I be considered the center of attention?
You are, not in a good way, but yes, you are.
Okay, and then I believe that because I am zealous,
You do get
I
plus
have
one
a
at
+1 to demand, and I don't think I have any penalties to demand.
I think it's made so usually it's pluses and a couple things and minus and things that aren't pluses. So yeah. you're
Yeah.
good.
Okay. And roll. Come on. I rolled a 2 and a 6. 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay, so on the plus 10 plus, you remove one of the options and they choose one from the remaining. So out of the 3, they concede to you, they can clear condition. They refuse and escalate, they mark a condition. They run away, you take something from them. Remove one of those.
Okay, I'm going to remove running away.
Okay. Then they are going to look at you and just say, yes, you command a room. Your looks and your way you spill your words, you have no idea what's happening. Yes, that is my nephew. But no, they didn't get here because of me. They worked their way up here. I did not expect to see them on my casting list when they arrived, but they are here, and you have no idea what you're expecting. May I remind you, you are fresh meat. You have been here for 6 episodes. This is not the way you want to stay on the show. I need you to clean up your act, or we'll have more problems. Obviously, they're marking condition because they escalated.
Yeah. You have absolutely no idea, and he leans closer, how many problems you're about to have. Because you have it out for Ramira, or at least your nephew does. And how would the... Oh, sorry.
With you say that, the lights cut. And you all hear just the sound of chains, the sound of like whispers.
Is it dark? Is it like pitch black in here?
There's like a window from the door, but like otherwise it's like just very dimly lit. And you hear someone's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you two doing?
I'm not doing anything.
I'm waiting to see if it's dark enough where I had to light a lighter, it's one thing, but otherwise I'm just waiting to see if it just is a temporary thing like it was on set. So just taking a beat.
I'm gonna go out to the window and look outside.
You look outside. Actually, you know what? You see the rest of the set lit up. But if you try to go to the door's locked. You still hear the chains and the whispering. And Sebastian, you actually hear, as there's someone behind you, you hear, higher. And Marcel, you hear, it's behind you, like another whisper is like, weak. And there's just, and like, Samuel's just like, what the, just open the fucking door.
It's locked.
You mean it's locked? And then you, like, in the middle of the sentence, he stops and like he turns around and doesn't see anyone. It's just like, who else is in here? Sebastian, is this one of your games?
I pull out my phone and turn on the phone light and just start looking around.
It's just with a
To
lighter.
see-
Just trying to like. He's just like. Yeah. Not
And
doing much.
as they're going around, they're just like Samuel's just like, whoever the hell is in here, you need to get out. And Sebastian, again, you hear just the whispering intenses, and you just hear like almost with like finality, you just hear murderer. And
Does it
I'm
sound
gonna
familiar?
Ooh. First, really quickly, I'm gonna have you mark a condition.
Oh.
I'm gonna have you mark preoccupied.
Okay.
And just give me a flat roll.
Okay. That is a 7.
This voice, as it ends on murderer. The syllable, as soon as the syllable stops, the sound, it becomes like, and from the back of your head, you recognize this voice. You don't know who, but you do recognize it. But then lights come back on, door unlocks. And by the way, only Sebastian heard that. The whispers y'all heard, only you heard it.
I'm just looking around. I'm gonna be in my trailer, and I'm gonna go. I'm texting Epifanio. It just says to me, and I'm just gonna go to the trailer and just take a beat.
Samuel's just like, yes. Marcel, just go take your lunch. We'll reconvene a little later.
Okay. And then I just leave. Like, I don't continue the fight. Like, whatever happened, like, really sobered him. And he, like, shuts the door behind him. And he's kind of walking in a daze. And then I would like to process my feelings out loud.
Please.
And he just kind of walks through the daze, and he's like, I really don't understand what's going on here. Every time something happens, the lights go out, there's something more going on here than just what's on the show. I don't really understand how this is connected. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in this brujeria, but maybe there's more to this. Is Cervera involved? I don't. I wish I knew what was going on.
So who you're gonna?
I'm gonna
you're always
ask each
get a
member of the
plus-
audience if they are rooting for you.
You always get a +1 from me if you use
Always
this
get a
move.
+1 from you. Yeah. Do I have a +1 from anyone else?
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, I got you.
2, 3. Oh,
Yes.
thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. All right, here we go.
Scooby Doo this shit.
Scooby Doo, where are you? +4. Yes! I rolled 2 4s, and with the +4, that's a 12.
Cool. This one does say a max of 3, but regardless.
Oh, a max of 3? Oh,
yeah,
11
I mean,
then.
it's still 11. That's a hit. So, on a hit, you choose one and take +1 ongoing while you follow up on the information. And on a 10 plus, you set the scene where you follow that information immediately.
Oh.
Unmask Old Man Jenkins. Straight up do it. Go for it.
Okay, audience. How do I get Don Sebastian to get rid of Juan?
Ooh, and
Is that for me to answer, or is that like
that's for the audience.
I'll be.
So I think I get.
place.
Yeah, I
I'll
apologize.
take place to the audience, but you
Thank
do get to set the scene. So let me tell you how to do it first,
Okay.
and then you can use the information. So to get Don Sebastian to remove Juan from the show, you know what? To remove Juan, you should ask him to some of their connections, someone from up top, to show that Juan isn't cracked up with what they're meant to be.
So there is a quiet knock on Don Sebastian's trailer door.
2 count? What's up? He opens the door.
I just wanted to talk to you. I have a lot of things going through my head after that meeting. Could I have a moment of your time during lunch?
Yeah. No. And
All right,
it's
I come in.
Epifanio is just kind of like standing with his tablet, and he just gives you like a nod.
Yeah.
And I sit down, and then I motion. I motion to a seat, but I actually tell you to like bring it closer instead of like doing my normal.
Yeah. Like I sit down and
seating situation. I'm like.
Yeah, and I roll over and I say, I'll own that I messed up today. But I really feel like Juan is a problem. And the truth of the matter is, I did everything I could to get here, and I'm doing my best. And then before I even really feel like I can fly, this other person comes in that I don't feel has worked as hard as I have. And I know he tried to say I didn't know he was going to be here, but like Emilio Estevez, like Charlie Sheen, they changed their names. That's how you avoid it. And his name on the call sheet, it's right there. That's how Hollywood works. And Don Sebastian, I was just wondering if maybe you could talk to some of your connections about dealing with this, because I really don't think it'll be good for the show. And I would be willing to do anything. And I very carefully put my hand on his thigh. And I'm going to express my love passionately. I am dressed to impress. Does he believe I'm single?
No.
No. Oh.
Well, single. Okay, single as in a relationship or tied up to people. I guess he would think you are. You know what I mean? He doesn't think you're in a relationship, so I guess you could count that as single. But he thinks you are romantically entangled with people.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Would that count, Dusty? I'm okay with that counting.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, all right. So +1. So just a +1.
Before you roll,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my feature that I took from another thing, and it's called Hard to Pin Down. And it's when someone tries to express their love, accuse me of lying, or try to spot something, I interfere. And I roll with the questions. Are they being cruel? I don't think you're being cruel. Are we in public? No. But if I hit, you gotta subtract 2 to whatever you get. So I'm just gonna roll that.
I'm gonna
This is the
finish
lowest
that.
roll. The lowest roll of the night. Go ahead. Yep.
Ooh. Well, I was gonna finish that on a miss. They get a 10+ instead.
Fuck.
So what was your roll?
Shit. Okay. Well, well, this is gonna get weird real fast, y'all.
It's gonna get weird.
That was gonna get real fast. That's a 5.
Ooh, okay. So really quickly,
Ooh.
I'm gonna have Sebastian. You're gonna mark introspective for your other condition.
This is great. This is not where I need to fail. Okay.
And so, you know what, Marcel, you rolled a 10+. So on a 10+, you hit. They give themselves to you or reveal a secret they probably shouldn't, or they also tell you whether they love you or not, and who else did.
Okay. So, I'm gonna reveal a secret that I probably shouldn't.
Hey.
Which one? Man, this is hard. I think I will have not moved. But when you put your hand on me, you feel very quickly a hand clamp on your wrist as Epifanio is no longer where he was standing, and he is now right there. Just not, the grip is tight, but it's not a violent jerking away action, but he just lifts up your hand like, and it's just serious. He's not a buff, huge person, but he's toned, athletic, and probably serves multiple purposes. And then he's like, Sobrino, that's fine. You're passionate. I respect that. I can tell you that there's only one thing I love in this life. It's this godforsaken show. And I mean it when I say this is my last season. And this is all that I have in my mind and in my heart. You're fine. I remember early in my career, there was contract disputes and what's these actors that outshined me. There was seasons I wasn't as on screen. You have to ride those waves. Have faith. And then he's gonna lean in, but like in mentor type of way. He's just like, you just need to ride these waves. Take them and keep going. Not everything is going to, you have to have more faith in yourself. This isn't going to snuff out your light. Okay?
Hey.
Now, show business. Mira, everybody's related to somebody. Pero, whether or not this person got there through just knowing somebody and being related, or their own merit, I don't know yet. So, but I do know you. And I believe you can help take this show to the next step. To keep it going. Pero it's not easy, And sometimes there's going to be changes you don't like. How you deal with it and how the show grows. Okay?
Right. But not Ramira's terrible accent. I really feel like that has to go.
It was a bold move, I'm not going to lie. I almost stopped. I almost said cut. I haven't done that in years.
I think I might have been trying to emulate a part of your career that you've moved on from, Don Sebastian. I'm sorry. I just really like you in the younger episodes.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. It feels good to know that I'll be remembered in all these ways. Pero I want you to be Marcel.
Okay.
I want you to be the Marcel that the next young actor is going to quote and emulate. Okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna go try to get some lunch. And he stands up and starts to make his way, but he stops at the door and he turns around and he says, Don Sebastian, there's something more going on.
Before he says anything, Epifanio says, he knows. And then I'll just...
Okay. And then he'll leave. He won't say anything. He'll just be like, oh, I guess he knows. And just head off to try and find Julian and have lunch. That's where I want to go, whether I get there or not. One second, I need some more light. I will be right back.
Yeah, as the door closes and Marcel's on their way, you see Sebastian, you see Epifanio is gonna like point at the tablet and just like, I think I found what you're looking for. And you go, he picks it up and presses play. And you see the scene from the very beginning of this first episode. You see Julian just sitting there on there. You see just your screen light up because you left it on your chair. And Julian walks over, pokes at your phone a bit after picking it up, places it right back down, and continues watching the scene. And the camera is going to pan out from the tablet past you and Epifanio's face, and it's going to move over to Julian. Where are you right now?
I think I'm pacing around the set, like stuff's going on, like waiting for people to kind of let me know what to do. I might even be talking to Ramira. Like, actually, so the changes that Don Sebastian made to the script, they were really strong. And I'm not a director or anything, but are you gonna go with the accent?
Both he and Marcel seemed like it wasn't a good idea. But I mean, what do you think? Did you like it?
I loved your energy. I liked how aggressive you got, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I was really just trying to like channel the character, like she's just so in love with this luchador. I haven't actually met him, by the way, yet.
Oh, really? Oh, you should definitely meet him. He's great. I think he's probably in a trailer somewhere. I don't know if he's on today's call sheet. Is he on the call sheet?
I'm gonna say, as you're checking this, you are both on set, maybe around the desk, and suddenly again the lights go out.
What the?
Then they come back on, and they go out, and then all around both of you, you feel wind, strong gust of wind going around you. You hear papers flying out, the paper in your hand, you're barely able to hold on to Julian. And then the light comes back on. And both of you, were either of you facing away from the desk or looking at the desk? Probably away, right?
Probably, yeah.
As you kind of like, you're about back, you're both alone, the wind has stopped. You're alone and you're both looking around. And Julian, as you kind of look around, you look to your left and then your eye catches something, and on the desk is a dismembered hand with their ring finger missing, and it's placed on top of two things. A paper now kind of soaked in blood that just says "Follow the leaders," and a newspaper clipping from years and years ago of a rising actress and their obituary.
Oh my god, Ramira, don't look.
Ramira is already looking, but she like looks away super quickly and sort of pulls Julian with her. But I would like to use my second hold from my plan this morning, and I'm going to secretly tamper with something quickly. So Ramira is going to, as she like twists Julian around and turns away from the hand, slide that obituary out and stick it in her back pocket.
And I definitely saw the obituary, right?
Yeah, you definitely saw
no.
it. As you get turned around, you definitely saw it. But now you are like being held by Ramira, and then suddenly you're just like only focusing on that.
What? Did you see anything? What's going on? Whose hand is that?
I don't know, but there was that story about that actress, right? Wait. It was right there. I saw it.
Story? There's this note. Follow the leaders? I didn't see anything else.
Must have been that. It must have. I'm just tired, I guess.
I mean, I don't know how you could even concentrate on anything with that. Are there other people around, like the rest of the crew?
I think after they heard probably very confused shouting on set, and like see that there's kind of just like papers strewn across the set. You see just like, some people walking up. You see Juan from the distance. You see Samuel like walking forward, and some extras, and just like, what happened? What's that? Pointing at the desk.
I think we need one of the supervisors or the medics. It's awful. And I'll just look at the hand again. Ramira, why do you think it's missing its ring finger?
I have no idea. Were they like, hope it's no one's spouse?
And as you two are looking at this hand and the commotion of people looking around, gasping, the camera is panning up and soon it just looks like just ants running across this floor, the brightly lit set, paper strewn everywhere. And it's going to pan across the set, going further and further until it goes to the offices. And it's going to slowly pan through doors on either side till you get to the very end where we know Pilar's is. Camera goes through. You see a dark room with just a lamp, lighting flickering over the desk. And you see just a knife stabbed into the table with a piece of paper that just has a big word, deep red, streaking down. It just says, "You." And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Like, damn it.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, seems like we're getting to the script next episode.
Man.
Wow.
Wow.
This was heavy. Ooh, not a lot of heavy moments.
Yeah.
I'm not an actor, damn it.
Y'all are doing fucking wonderfully, okay? I'm just letting y'all know.
I'm just trying to keep it like I'm trying to keep it big and bold, and I just without stepping across anyone's boundaries. Juni, I hope you're okay with the young man making the move on.
No, that was
Okay.
that was good. He probably shot his shot at some point in his career too. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, everyone, thank you for watching. This marks the halfway point for the short In Fear and Love series. Things are gonna start ramping up real fast. So see you next time. And really quickly, again, let me just thank everyone who was on. So, Juni, really quick, who are you and where do people find you?
I'm Juni Ruiz. I'm a very nerdy dad. I'm at Juni Ruiz on Twitter, at Professor Juni on TikTok. This has been good. This has been fun. I'm stressed.
Alyssa.
Hello. I'm Alyssa. You can find me on Twitter and itch by my game at a disaster queer.
Hector.
Hi, I'm Hector Reyes. You can find me at Keiichi Okami on Twitter and also itch. Please buy my games as well. They're really, really fun.
Kristina.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at D20xtina, and you can also find me on itch. So check it out.
You can't find me on itch, but find them and buy their stuff on my behalf.
And I have been your MC, Dusty. You can find me online at Dusty Hill. And I guess since we're doing it, find me on itch as well. If you look in the chat, you find all of our stuff there. And just thank you. I'm really excited and happy how the show's going. And thank you for everyone who is subscribed. And also to all our patrons at Gehenna Gaming. If you want to learn more about what Gehenna Gaming does, join the Discord or visit gehennagaming.com. And we will see you next week for the next exciting episode.
Bye, everybody.